Hello everyone. Today we are going to go over another lesson, 2.2, Linear Relations and Functions. Alright, so in the past you analyzed relations and functions. Today we are going to identify linear relations and functions, write linear equations in standard form. Alright, so we have some vocabularies today, like linear relation, nonlinear relation, linear equation, linear function, standard form, Y-intercept, and X intercept. Okay, so we're going to start with example 1. State whether g of x equals 2x minus 5 is a linear function. Meaning, if you're going to graph this function, or equation of the line, it forms a line. Okay, so write yes or no. Alright, so you can also apply your knowledge in the past of your linear or your equation of the line. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, so here, if you take a look on 2x minus 5, your m there, which is your slope, is 2, and then your y-intercept is negative 5. So you can also use that one. So is this a yes or a no? Alright, so the best answer is yes, this is a linear function because it is in the form g of x equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, which is 2, and the y-intercept is negative 5. Okay, try this one. How about this one? P of x equals x to the third plus 2. Is this a linear function? Alright, the correct answer is no. So you have noticed that there is an exponent of x. That makes it non-linear. So the exponent of x should only be 1. Okay, how about this one? State whether t of x equals 4 plus 7x is a linear function. So you've noticed that the only change here is the places, but you still have your slope of the line, which is 7, and then the y-intercept is 4. So that would be a yes, as long as it follows the format of y equals mx plus b. Okay, check your progress. Try the next example. So h of x equals 3x minus 2. Is this a linear function? So you have your slope, which is m, equals 3, and the y-intercept is negative 2. So that makes it a yes. Okay, how about this one? So if you take a look at the exponent of x, which is 2. Is it a linear function? Alright, the answer is no. The variable x should only have an exponent of 1. Alright, how about this one? State whether g of x comma y equals 3 times x times y is a linear function. So remember, you follow your formula or equation of the line. Is this in y equals mx plus b? So you've noticed there are 2 variables involved. Remember, you only have, to be a line, you should only have 1 variable, which is the x. So the best answer for this is no. Okay, let's have a word problem. The linear function f of c equals 1.8c plus 32 can be used to find the number of degrees in Fahrenheit that are equivalent to degrees Celsius. Now the normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. What is the equivalent of that in Fahrenheit? Alright, so all you need to do is plug in the value of your C, which is 37. Plug in that one here and then work it out. Okay, so 37, plug in the value of C, and then you multiply this two, you get that plus 32 is 98.6 Fahrenheit. That is the equivalent of 37 degrees in Fahrenheit. So if your temperature is 98.6 Fahrenheit, that is a normal temperature. Okay. How about if you have 100 degrees Celsius? How many Fahrenheit degrees, or how many Fahrenheit degrees equal 1 Celsius degree? So what you will do, 180 Fahrenheit degrees by 100 is 1.8. So 1.8 degree Fahrenheit equals 1 degree Celsius. Alright, check your progress. Try this one. So the linear function d of s equals 1/5 times s can be used to find the distance in miles from a storm based on the number of seconds s that it takes to hear thunder after seeing the lightning. So if you hear thunder 10 seconds after seeing the lightning, how far away is the storm? So you just plug in 10 times 1/5, so 10 divided by 5. So the answer is 2 miles away. Alright, how about this one? If the storm is 3 miles away, how long will it take to hear thunder after seeing the lightning? So you're going to plug in 3 miles away. How long will it take to hear the thunder of seeing the lightning? Alright, so S is 3. So 3 over 5, or equivalent in decimals. So what will you do there? So distance is 3 equals 1/5 times s. So you're looking for the s, the number of seconds. So d here is 3 miles. So you plug in, multiply both sides by 5. So 5 times 3 equals 15 seconds. Alright, so let's move on to writing a linear equation in standard form. So when you say standard form, you're going to follow this format. ax plus by equals c. This is the standard form of the equation of the line. So we're in, for example, in 3x plus 5y equals 12. Your a, the numerical coefficient of x, is 3. The numerical coefficient of y is 5. And your constant c equals 12. Okay? Alright, let's apply. Write y equals 3x minus 9 in standard form. Identify your a, your b, and your c. Okay, so you're going to move this 3x to the other side so that your x and y are next to each other. And then 9 will stay alone. Okay, so your first step there, original equation. And then subtract 3x both sides, so you will get this. 3x plus y equals negative 9. And then you always make your coefficient of x into positive. So you multiply both sides by negative 1, or divide both sides by negative 1. So 3x minus y equals 9. That's your standard form. Your a is 3. Your b is negative 1. Your c is 9. Okay? Alright, check your progress. Try this one. Convert into standard form. Ax plus by equals c. Alright, you add 2x both sides. So let's do that one. You add 2x here. You also add 2x to the other side. So that will give you 2x plus y equals 5. Okay? So 2x plus y equals 5. That is our best answer. Alright, so this time we're going to talk about how to graph a line using intercepts, your x and y intercepts. Alright, so find the x-intercept, meaning the value of x when the graph passes through the x-axis, and y-intercept, the value of y when the graph passes through the y-axis of negative 2x plus y minus 4 equals 0. And then we're going to graph. Okay? Alright. So let's start. So let's find the x-intercept. So to find the x-intercept, set up y equals 0. So negative 2x plus y minus 4 equals 0. Plug in y equals 0. So negative 2x, add 4 both sides, so you get positive 4. Divide by negative 2 both sides, you get your first answer is negative 2. That's your x-intercept. Do the same thing for y. Okay? So we are going to plug in now to solve for y. Plug in x equals 0. So plug in x equals 0. That becomes 0. So y minus 4 equals 0. Add 4 both sides. So y-intercept is 4. So you have your second point, 0 and 4. And then after that, we're going to use those 2 points to form a line. Okay, so we're going to graph. So it should look like this. This is your y-intercept, 0, 4. That's your first point. Your x-intercept is negative 2, 0. Your second point. Connect the 2 points. And that is your graph. Alright, check your progress. Try this one. So for the x-intercept, we're going to find the value of x when y is 0. So this cancel out. So that becomes 3x plus 6 equals 0. So subtract 6 both sides. So that will give you 3x equals negative 6 divided by 3. So x equals negative 2. Alright, do the same thing for y-intercept. Find the value of y when x equals 0. Okay? So this becomes 0. So you have negative y plus 6 equals 0. And then minus 6 both sides. So that gives you y, negative y equals negative 6. Multiply both sides by negative 1. So y equals 6. Alright? So the best answer here is letter A. Alright? I hope you learned something. Thank you.